supposed to cry, but these tears I can't hold inside. Losing you within my life, you see, 'cause you mean that much to me.
Because his father was a man of the cross, who said his son was a slave to the flesh. When the spectacle ended, the charges would drop. Marvin was left with a hole in his chest. Marvin was left with a hole in his chest. He could have brought down a mountain when he pounded on the table, or made the world collapse for a lapse in behavior. The pastor never spared the robber, taught the wrath and fear of God to stop this godless passion from burning, barking from the throne while the castle falls. With a hand to smash the balance, and a voice like a vortex, temper like a terror threat, head like a hornet's nest. Every day the levee breaks, the floodgates, the bloody face, the black eye, baptized in shame. He brought home the battlefield that sealed off the exits, crawling up the walls and absorbing the aggression. The source of his depression, the hurricane raging, the awful tension. Sent his hands to the piano, forged a heaven in his heart, but dragged him back to hell when the arguments would start. They dragged him back to hell because his father was a man of the cross, who said his son was a slave to the flesh. When the spectacle ended, the charges would drop. Marvin was left with a hole in his chest. Marvin was left with a hole in his chest. The length of his son's back with a leather belt, and sapped his strength with tongue lashings and heavy gale. Attacked his legs with such savage and deadly skill. Cracks left in the punch plaster would never fill. Patched together from fragments of sense of himself. Advocate for compassion and the sensual. As parents sent the young packing to the depths of hell. A tattoo of guns clapping the end of the world. A marriage bed unraveling in a wedding bell. Cracked, he fell into drug habits, the empty cell. Tragic end of love's passion, a temple that fell. The collapse of such a fragile and sensitive will. Relapsed to ugly patterns of killer be killed. To combat the drunken shadow, wrestle to swell. Came back to the bloody battle where the devil dwelled. To smash the glass, shatter himself. After the sudden blast, a heavy quiet fell. He asked his father why, the silence wouldn't tell. After the gun blast, a heavy quiet fell. He asked his father why. Because his father was a man of the cross, who said his son was a slave to the flesh. When the argument ended, the music had stopped. Marvin was left with the hole in his chest. Marvin was left with the hole in his chest.